This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, August 27th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Mark Schubert. He's the USA Swimming National Team head coach. He joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Lake Tahoe. Coach, welcome to the show. How you been?
Been great. Nice to take a few days off after a pretty intense 3 weeks.
Absolutely. All right, grades for your men's team. What do you think?
Well, I think that both the men's and the women's team are realistic. We certainly performed well at Pan Pacs, but we know that the Commonwealth countries weren't fully prepared. The Asian game countries weren't fully prepared. So looking at the European results and combining everything, I think we got some work to do between now and London.
All right. Is it really possible that Ryan Lochte is becoming a better swimmer than Michael Phelps?
Well, I think without a doubt Ryan Lochte was a better swimmer than Michael Phelps this summer. But I think if you were to ask me that question in 2 years, I think it's going to be a pretty exciting answer, and I don't think I can give you that answer right now. It's all about the work that they both do between now and then.
Do you communicate with Bob Bowman about, how intensely Michael's training or where his motivation is? Because it just seems from an outsider perspective like he does not have the fire that he obviously had going into 2008.
Well, what Bob shared with me was that I think the wake-up call came in July when he was at the Paris Open. I think he realized that he wasn't able to get by just on talent, and he realized that he was not fit. And I think at that point he decided that he really did want to make a run at London, and that fitness started at that point.
One of your best female swimmers by far this summer was Jessica Hardy. How closely do you guys watch the situation with whether or not WADA will make her eligible for 2012? And is that something that USA Swimming would lobby on her behalf for?
It's really not proper for us to do any lobbying where drug issues are involved. Jessica and I do communicate. She knows that I am hoping that she'll prevail, but that's a personal hope, not a organizational hope. And she does communicate along with her attorney, Howard Jacobs, in that regard.
Okay, I want to get the straight answer on this one. Why is Pan Pacs the qualifier for World Championships?
Oh, absolutely. The straight answer is if you were to look at the morning swimming at Pan Pacs and the intensity that those athletes swam in order to make the World Championships, we could not make a trials better than that. And now they have a full year to prepare for the World Championships without having to taper for a trial. We've been doing this for quads. I'm actually quite interested in why Swimming World has made this such an issue, because it's been such a good thing for us for such a long time. Slick Willie, get with the program.
Well, what happens when Missy Franklin goes 58 and 100 back next summer, but she can't swim it at World Championships?
She gets that experience both at the World University Games and at the Pan American Games. How good does it get?
But don't you want the swimmers that are swimming best at that time to be on the World Championship team?
What we want is 1 year of training and preparation for the World Championships, just like we had in Melbourne, our most successful World Championships in history. It works.
Well, then why do we have Olympic trials a month before the Olympics?
Because the Olympics is a whole different thing. The Pan Pacs, the World Championships, the World University Games, the Pan Ams, those are all practice meets for the Olympics. The Olympics is the real deal. We don't have to treat everything else like it's the real deal in order to prepare for the real deal.
I was just trying to get you fired up, so I'm glad that worked, Coach.
You did. Slick Billy, I love you.
You were sitting too far back in the chair. I wanted to see you up close and personal, I feel like you're here now in the studio with us. All right,
if you want a real interview, put me and Slick Willie on. It'll be just like Fox News.
Like a cage match, I think, is more the appropriate term.
Agreed.
When will you select the head Olympic coaches?
Right now, we've put out applications for the head Olympic coaches. Michael Lawrence, who is the head of the OIOC, has selected a committee that will select the head Olympic coaches. They'll meet by conference call probably twice in September, and they'll make that final decision by October 1st.
So October 1st of this year?
Of this year.
Okay, so what is it? Do you send applications to everyone or just a select few?
We sent out about 100 applications to the top coaches of our top swimmers, and also coaches that have performed well previously in international competitions.
So do they have to write an essay and pass a multiple choice test? I mean, what's an application look like?
It was a very simple application, and the question was, why am I best qualified head coach of the USA Olympic team in 2012?
Interesting. So who's the short list?
I can't share that with you.
Well, what's next for you? You get a little time off and then back to the grind?
Yeah, we have our steering meetings August 31st and the 1st in Indianapolis right before ASCA starts. Then we're at ASCA for a week. Then we're back in Colorado Springs for a week. Then we're at the convention for a week. And then the week after that, we go to Uruguay for the first FINA convention.
Very nice. Well, Coach, I'll let you get back to your vacation. Thank you very much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
All right, that's Mark Schubert joining us in the Finis Monitor. Fired up, Mark Schubert. I like that. That's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.